hate when my mic does that, but apparently it does that, but okay.
Alright, we got this case in the back alley in the big city with two folks up in Ripville. We got sightings of this misfortune-looking ass video that was so ripped that everything ripped and...
Captain, calm your stash! What's this case about?
Alright, a cop has found this commentary on the toilet paper video with Jack Skellington and the Derterifii and the Spoopy Ghost Pokemons and the Psychonaut Eevees, and now only the red ones are left. You gotta go talk to the witness and unrip as much as you can.
Wait, you mean that video that TP, Zerwick, and Gale came out with? TP and Gale are dead? Wait, I thought that Zerwick was already dead.
Man, the Pokemon Edge never dies, that's why Mewtwo came back. Besides, Ripville don't want him anymore after he ate all that Chipotle.
Don't worry, his battles will start retaliating after all that shit. I'll talk to him before that time comes to pass, so don't you worry your pretty little mustache.
Yo, this stash though?
I got it covered, Cap. You the witness?
I was the only one to make it out alive. What do you think, genius?
Easy there, big guy. Look, I know that this has been a bit tough on you, especially with you watching your friends die.
Oh, no, I was perfectly okay with seeing them die.
That's so.
I've seen a lot of good men die before, but I wouldn't wish what happened on them to anyone. No one deserves their soul devoured by the demons known as gingers, and I weep every time I see their red hair ever since.
But didn't you say that you were okay with seeing them die?
Not to the ginger menace!
Calm down, buddy. Now, can you describe to me what the perpetrator looked like?
Ginger, what the fuck do you think he'd look like?
Could look like the gingerbread man for all I know.
Oh, for the love of... It was Doodles!
Who?
Some moron hired Doodles to do the hits.
Which moron?
That Vernier faggot.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful.
So, can I go home now?
Yeah, go home and sit on your white bowl of saving grace.
Wait, what?
That Chipotle.
I don't want anyone's dick, especially from the CC.
That's not what you said to TP. Son of a dick waffle! What the fuck, Kaden?
That's for dropping a good joke!
My video? Fuck you!
You wanna be next?
I don't even know where this joke is going anymore. Just give me the damn intro already.
This was going somewhere?
Zombie!
Oh, don't I have a few choice words to have with you?
So many reasons why one should never entertain the taste of Scarlet, Scarlet, Scarlet!
Before I start this video, I want to make something clear. Yes, I am aware of Doodletones making an apology towards this video, and has since put it behind them, but that does not mean that I don't have things to say about it. This video is meant to criticize and entertain, nothing more and nothing less. And just because this commentator has apologized for their mishap with this video, I still wish to express my general problems with the video to help Doodles learn a little bit more as to why this video went wrong, so that some people may or may not have brought up. I also would like to thank Master TP10 for requesting this commentary to me in exchange for editing this video to better quality than what I could provide alone. You're amazing, and you'll be getting your basket of Crimson Taco Hugs by the end of next week. That being said, on with the video.
Well, let me start this video by thanking Logan Vernier for requesting this commentary, and also saying to those on Twitter who say that I'm an awful commentator, trust me, I know.
First off, while there's no harm in taking a request from someone who feels there's something wrong with a video, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't check the Carfax of the person you're getting the material from. Logan Vernier is, and always has been, an active hater against BOP and its members, and I don't mean hater as in the, oh my god, hater's gonna hate hater, but a legitimate person filled with hatred for the group. He's not only flooded my AskFM box with hatred towards the group and this particular video, and also tried to contact me twice in the middle of the fucking night, but he's also harassed other members such as the people that you're commentating on in this video, with his arguments getting retaliated faster than you can say Jimmy John's sub sandwiches. He's a yes man, suck up, and active hater of the commentary community in general who can't hold an opinion that's worth its weight.
Anyway, I was requested to do a commentary on a Master TP video, someone who I have had no prior knowledge of, and honestly I didn't care enough to do research because the video requested of me is 41 minutes long.
Two things I want to ask. One, why even do a commentary on the guy if you refuse to do any research on the subject? The other part of making a commentary is to check your facts to make sure that your arguments stay solid, but by not doing your research, you disadvantage yourself in standing a chance against a debate. And B, if you don't have the patience for the video's length, then why even bother doing it? Either don't do it or pass it off to someone with more patience. Then again, the amount of people willing to sit through this video wouldn't have done a commentary on it anyway, seeing as how it's more engaging than something that's of the same caliber of a Comic Jack commentary. your video isn't entertaining, is what I'm saying.
And there's no chance in hell I'm covering it all anyway. I'll probably watch more of these guys' commentaries later when I'm not set up for trying to be the defendant of Chaos Key 4013, or just be an asshole who sits and pokes at Master TP, Tin, Zara, Rick, and Gale Force 3192 and start a fire that I have no business starting.
Why is it that you force yourself to get involved when you could have just ignored Logan like everyone else did and moved on? Remember, kids, if a guy comes up to you to do a commentary on a video that you don't want to cover,
Just say no!
Before I start the commentary proper, I want to make a disclaimer, given some of the reactions to my previous commentary. Regardless of what I think of the people I commentate on, regardless of the motivation behind the commentary, and regardless of what I say about the people I commentate on, the purpose of my commentaries are, and have always been, for the purpose of criticism and entertainment.
Cool. My commentaries are for shits and giggles, and to argue against whatever video I'm commentating on is saying, despite whether I agree with them in the end or not. See that ever-becoming popular Comment Jack commentary or my commentary on DiCaprio DeLorean for examples of that. So, that said, let's push on ahead.
yeah, what was the point of even saying that? It wasn't in refute to anything that he said, nor did it bring anything of substance. While your commentaries may be for shits and giggles and you find them entertaining, don't forget that you have an audience and they're watching the content that you put out. If it isn't informative, entertaining, or engaging to watch, then what's the point of even having it out there? What's the point of putting out something that is just for you?
No! Don't you ever touch Lana again!
Wait, what did you just shoot? Chaos Key? Yourself? The footage? Lana? Ryan?
Ow, my Chipotle!
That's a good question, actually. You bring no excuse as the random gunshot noise. It just comes off as, well, pointless.
It was a joke, honey, not a legitimate question. No need to try so hard to find something to commentate on.
Stop using my avatars!
Why do you do this to me?
If you want someone to not use your avatars, you would use one that you yourself created, like Ryan does, who, by the way, was a magnificent choice for comic relief. But if you use an avatar that is from a TV show, video game, or movie, it should be free game. You do not own these avatars. You do not own Gardevoir, Lucina, King Dedede, or Dark Pit, just like I do not own Tomoko, Plug, Cream, or Yui. So if anyone felt the need to use these avatars, I could not stop them. However, the avatar of which I'm using in this commentary is my character, on which I spent hours drawing different reactions to.
Okay, I gotta stop you right there. You spent 10 minutes drawing those reactions, so don't go exaggerating there. I could draw a smiley face in less than 10 minutes and it'd look better in quality than what you have presented. And secondly, oh my god, it's called a joke, stupid! He's not serious about his avatars being used in the intro. It was a fucking joke. And you taking this joke, the previous one, and all the others in this video from here on seriously are going to bite you in the ass later.
So if I really wanted to complain about someone using my avatar, it would have to be this exact one. However, I don't normally use avatars that I created for commentaries, so normally I have no room to complain.
And that defeats the entire purpose of that point. Even if your argument was shit, you didn't need that last line there, since it pretty much renders it pointless and turns out to be a waste of your time, my time, the audience's time, God's time, Satan's time, this guy's time, that guy's time, even Ripville's time.
How dare you, you goddamn ginger! I could have been—
Shut up, Sarah! Get out of my video!
Fucking bitch.
Now, I know Sean's made a new intro since making this countdown, but we want to criticize what he changed for this Halloween edition of his old intro, just in case he tries to do this again.
First off, the audio is fucking shit. What? Could you not find a better version of this on YouTube? Or even rip it yourself? All it is a random static transition clip you found that you inserted. Unedited, mind you! Into the intro, followed by bits and pieces from the opening of Pokemon Crystal. This is lazy. You could have at least done something. Like play the static clip for a second and then cut it at the beginning in order to have some form of glitchiness. Next is the fact that you're using unknown as something spooky, though I'm gonna let Gale cover this.
Oh no, it's unknown spooky.
What one finds spooky or unnerving may not spook or creep out another. I myself find the movie It to be laughably bad. However, those with coulrophobia may think otherwise. I myself have an irrational fear of sitting under chandeliers, but my brother thinks it's absolutely hilarious. It's subjective. And while sure, When one makes a subjective video, they can have a conversation started on maybe some better things that could have been pointed out or maybe better reasons for those entries, but in the end, it is subjective. And if he finds unknowns to be spooky, that's his prerogative.
Even if he does find the unknown to be spoopy scary, then why did he not present it better? I mean, there's a way of making something that may be subjectively scary actually frightening. For example, your fear of chandeliers isn't irrational when you consider the fact that they can drop on you and impale you from your skull to your jaw all the way to the floor. If you presented chandeliers in that manner, then people would understand that this is something to be feared and or unsettled by if the chandelier was shaky, unstable, or even intentionally cut down, catching others off guard when someone dies by a chandelier fall. This kind of thing can also be applicable to clowns, spiders, snakes, and even long hallways. See PT for an example of such. Point being that Sean could have presented the unknown in a creepier fashion than what he has. Regardless of whether he finds them spooky or not, there's a way to present them as such, and along with Giratina, he failed in doing so. He made them come off as more annoying than anything. If it were me, I would have made the unknown pop-ups a little less frequent and a lot more brief to give the viewer that something might be a little wrong with the video. And then when they least expect it, then I'd pull the Giratina jump scare. A little bit of subtlety goes a long way when it comes to creatures like the unknown, and well, on their own, they may not be creepy, but that does not mean that they can't be unsettling and give the player, or viewer in this case, a sense of tension.
What happened? Did I doze off while editing?
Wow, he even bores himself. That's impressive since even Meta probably laughed at his own jokes.
Sean was barely even talking to begin with. Put your gavel away, Your Honor.
Complete a top 5 Halloween countdown about something dark within a given time. Failure to complete the list shall result in erasure.
I like these implications. It's now my headcanon that Sean is actually dead and these videos are nothing more than his eternal torment for being literally Hitler in a previous life, all because his parents never let him go to the Fall Out Boys concert with his golf girlfriend, which is totally different from Emo, by the way. So he ended up doing a murder-suicide on his family, but that failed since it turned out he didn't have the right dosage of weed to OD off of, so he went to jail and then played butt buddies with Big Bubba and ended up killing him due to Sean's weak pelvis. What the fuck was any of that?
You tell me, you're the one who went on a 50-second tangent about your headcanon. The only one who would know what the fuck that was would be you.
That was a joke. It was a joke, honey.
And by the way, what was it that you said about fears being subjective? And by that logic, can't we say the same about this? Random can be funny if done correctly. Oh my god, you unfunny nerd ass.
That's what I'm counting down. These are my top 5 dark and creepy things in Pokemon.
You say that these things make the series not child-friendly, but there are plenty of things that I've done and had worse that are still considered child-friendly. What, is it something special that needs note because it's fucking Pokemon? What, do you need a fucking parade for this stunning revelation that a company isn't treating its target audience like lobotomized slowpokes?
The thing is, Pokemon is directed towards kids, so a list of dark and creepy things is considered a challenge to most people. I did my own cringy countdown back in the day of a similar topic. It's just something people enjoy. It's the topic he wanted to do. Why does it matter?
He presents this fact like it's something that is unheard of for kids' games. Games like Spiral, Classic or Legend, Rayman, and even Kingdom Hearts have some unsettling or creepy moments to them that can throw a kid or an adult off guard and freak them out. Sean treats this like it's a soccer mom saying, "Y'all better keep them scary games out of my kid's library or there's gonna be a spanking!" And in turn, treats his audience like unimpressionable children, which isn't endearing, it's insulting.
The story of this town goes like this. Team Rocket invaded Lavender Town, kidnapped Mr. Fuji, and killed the resident Cubone's mother. Wait. They killed the Cubone's mother. In a kid's game. Rated E for everyone? More like rated E for explicitness.
Yeah, off-screen death. Explicit. Look, I know it was a joke, but what I'm trying to say is, your joke is shit. I like these implications. It's not my headcanon that—
Refer to what they said about fears being subjective. It applies to jokes too. Shut yo face! Not to mention, you say nothing else after that clip. Don't think that clips alone are gonna hold your arguments, bruh.
The music, at least in the original games, was a very unsettling tune.
Yeah, the only reason that music was unsettling in the original games was because it was 8-bit.
Does not change the fact that to him it was unsettling.
Look, just because she was stating the fact that it was 8-bit, therefore making the music unsettling, doesn't mean that she's saying it's not unsettling. Frankly, in the right context, I could say the same in how the music makes me a bit uncomfortable. But I could only say that for the 8-bit version. And you know why Gail brought this up? Because Sean didn't, and it would have made this top 5 much more informative and the slightest bit engaging. Fucking hell, do these people even know what entertainment is?
Fast forward to Black 2 and White 2, you'll come across the Strange House, which is a house known for a sad incident that is said to keep people away. The inside of this house is an absolute wreck, making you ask questions like, why is this house in ruins? What happened to the people who lived here? Why are the bookshelves downstairs talking about Dream Eater Pokemon?
Must resist urge to make Hypno's Lullaby reference.
And for goodness sake, why are those objects moving? This is some really messed up shit.
Hi, joke lifted from one of Josh Gorter's videos. How's the weather?
Many thoughts tug at you as you walk through the desolate landscape, such as, this is the fate of everything if I don't succeed. I wasn't fast enough to save all of these innocent people. Is this what nothing is like? Is this what hell is like? And my favorite one? Goodness gracious alive! How long do I have to keep walking before something happens?
Oh, hi, Ruinton. Seriously, you set up a perfect tone that actually kept me invested. Strange for a Chaos Key video. But nope! Screw audience investment. You had to shoehorn in a reference to Josh because you can't make your own jokes, and anytime you try, it's nothing more than shitty puns or some shit. I like these implications.
This doesn't help your argument.
I am not going to keep making this point. Humor is subjective. Your ramblings of a madman wasn't anything funny either, at least in my opinion. But yet you, or at least TPM Master, found it enough to leave it in the video.
Okay, right there is where your argument falls flat on its face because you admit that humor is subjective. If humor and fears are subjective, then by your logic, no one has the right to complain. And wait a minute. Are you saying that Master TP10 are two different people? Your poor wording is really starting to make me think that, wait a minute, it all makes sense now. The TP from this case isn't the real TP, it's a fake, which means, TP, you're the real murderer!
You'll never take me alive! Or dead!
Get back there! Don't run from the line, you pleb!
Wait, aren't you supposed to be some kind of spider demon gangster?
Don't fucking blow my cover, you asshole.
Platinum's Darkrai event did it better. Yeah, it's a special event, so unless you were able to get the member card item that triggered the event in-game, or you have an action replay and use a cheat to get said item, you won't even be able to see the Darkrai events in Platinum. But even if you can't do that, there are videos of it online. Seriously,
if you're going to let it play the entire argument, then you better have a damn good counter.
So, no you.
This isn't your list now, is it? Next.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding? That's all you had to fucking say. Next time you make me wait like that, have something of substance. Otherwise, fucking skip it. Good God, it's like an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, but without the kitchen or Gordon Ramsay. Fucking hell, I need food.
Reading these entries really make me question why these games are rated E.
Wait, did you just cut out their argument just to skip to the next point they plan to interject? You do know that you can just skip all that and go to the point that you plan on counter-arguing, right?
The Celestial Tower and the previously mentioned Strange House are full of Litwick and a bunch of trainers. Yeah, I don't want to think about what could happen. Lampent appears right when someone dies and takes their spirit away. They even so much as hang around hospitals for patients to die. So you're—
Holy fuck, your editing is atrocious. Just skip it to the part that you want to counter-argue. It's not that— No, get your fucking 90s shit out of my fucking commentary! Fucking tigers, I swear to God.
Come on, man. Don't tell me you're scared of a little light. Your username references Kingdom Hearts, for frick's sake.
Oh, look. Chaoski is such an egotist that he made his cameo follow his own bullshit ideology of the no swearing club.
In fact, to everyone watching, what's wrong with some of us not wanting to swear? Maybe we're just trying to show more decency than the average person. Maybe we're just trying to set a good example for the youngins. And besides, it's like what Stuttering Craig said in that one top 10. You don't need to cuss to get your point across.
How childish. Even Josh let Alex swear in their co-op instead of forcing him to oblige his ideology.
Josh, that's a big fucking cake. That's a big fucking cake. Fucking—
Now just for clarification, that was meant to be censored, and the fact that it wasn't simply meant that Josh overlooked it when editing. That said, it also tells me that Alex doesn't have to tone himself down whenever he does something for Josh. I do not get that for your cameo. Why do I know he has to tone himself down? How about we take a look at the countdown he released 4 days after your own?
I don't think a song in a game has consistently made me say, oh shit, more than this one. Oh shit, what is that? Ah shit, there's another. Oh shit, they're everywhere. Ah shit, they have spikes now? Hey there, you're looking pretty fancy. Fuck.
So it's clear to me that if you didn't write your cameo's lines...
What does this have to do with anything?
And if somehow it
Get back to the countdown!
Oh, and while we still have this
Even if he doesn't like swearing, that's his right. Maybe he wants to keep his channel PG. I mean, I don't give a fuck myself, but maybe he does. Can you get off this topic now? No? Let me skip it then.
Okay, believe it or not, this segment does have a point to it. The fact that Sean was not willing to censor his friend while he was still willing to censor himself later on in the video is jarring. And besides, if someone normally swears in their video and is forced to tone themselves down, if not done well, it can be really askew to their character. I'm not saying that Sean is wrong for not wanting to swear, and to call him childish, I'll admit, is a bit of a stretch, but to forcibly tell someone to not swear in the videos when you could easily censor them in the video is dumb, and retarded, and annoying, and hypocritical.
And when these spirits get burned up by its flame, they lose their way and wander the world. Forever. Yeah, suddenly I don't want this Pokemon on my team anymore.
So you're dissuaded from using a Pokemon because of a Pokedex entry, something that not only never happens in-game, but if it were to happen, is easily preventable.
Jokes, motherfuckers. I know you know what they are. Not that well, mind you, but I know you know how to joke, because you follow that up with...
Do you by any chance sleep with bubble wrap on?
And apparently you don't. He legitimately put the Pokedex entry of the Chandelure line on the list as part of the top 5, and it's stupid! Like, seriously, that's probably one of the least scary Pokedex entries to be put on the roster. And aside from that, just for the Pokedex entry, not wanting it on your team? Why the fuck not? That's discrimination to Chandelures everywhere!
This is emotionally draining, and you know what? I think I'm done with this video. May you three feel proud knowing you're the first video I couldn't even finish commentating on. Master TP, to be perfectly honest, this should have been a solo commentary on your end, as you are the most sensible one of the group. Actually giving the most criticisms to Chaos Key that didn't just sound like hating him for the sake of hating him. Zeroric was basically Slothboy during this commentary, nitpicking every little thing Chaos Key said, and had absolutely little to no substance to his points other than Chaos Key, you suck. I actually think he appears more often than Master TP because of this, and Miss Gale Force barely brings up any points except to ridicule the poor son of the bitch or make her subjectivity law.
Okay, let's just take this one step at a time. Master TP brought up just as much criticism as Gale did, and vice versa. While TP was more focused on the more core issues with the video, Gale took care of the lore aspect that Sean either got wrong or missed out on altogether. And considering that Pokemon is pretty much her shtick, it's no surprise that she'd have a lot to say on the matter. Yeah, a good portion of what she said was from her past experience. However, the statements that she made on Darkrai and the Chandelure Pokedex entries, just to name a few, were more based on fact than anything else, not just her past experiences. As for Zeroric, while yes, a lot of what he said was nitpicky, it was still necessary to bring those nitpicks into light because they still do count as legitimate problems. Not only that, but those nitpicks were so frequent that it was no wonder that Zeroric showed up so many times. It was that big of a fucking problem. And lastly, bet you think that was emotionally draining? What got you so emotional about it? Do you need to see someone? I know somebody, but I wonder if you'd be okay with talking to an Eevee for about an hour.
Anyway, bottom line is, Master TP, your friends are what drags this commentary down into the pit of shit, and since it's your name attached to this, I have no one to blame but you for it.
Alright, TP, what do you have to say for yourself, you fucking piece of... Well, job well done, I'd say.
As for Chaos Key, I won't say his list is perfect, but it's as far from as bad as you three try to make it seem. I understand the later criticisms you three bring out about his lazy scripting and odd choices about where he placed things, as well as his lack of bringing up the spin-off games and anime despite saying that everything goes. I do understand these criticisms, don't think I don't. But going on and saying that his choices of, say, Lavender Town is wrong just because you yourself don't find it creepy is an absolutely vain point to make, showing that you three are just a few egotists who honestly need to learn what the hell subjectivity is.
Well, I guess this video can be summed up into 2 words, and since TP's dead and he can't rag on me for saying it, no, you. Well, I look forward to Logan hating my ass now. Woo! Okay, so where's that gun that he used on him.
Hey, hon. I'm back from the grocery store.
I can explain.
Let me go get the shovel.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both reach for the gun, oh yes, we both reach for the gun, for the gun.